Smoke always gets in my eye. Anyways, how are you folks? I am Caleb Ritchie. Son, Marcus Wayne Ritchie, Carol Compo. Currently living under my mom's ex-husband's roof. I guess, I got a story to share, I guess, in a sense. I don't know how much I'll get through right now. Like, maybe I'll just, explain, or try to explain who I am and what's like, what's up here. I'm 18. I live in Pocatello, Idaho. That's where I was born. I've not lived here my whole life. Been to 4 states. Never seen the ocean. Never rode on an airplane. I've never been on a train. I love to fish. I love to hunt. I love dirt biking, 4-wheeling, whatever. Really anything nature-wise, proactive, uses up energy. I'm down with it. I love to smoke pot. Okay, it's my shit. In fact, I'm in the middle of smoking a bowl in a sense. But I'm also smoking a cigarette. Supposed to work until 8 this morning. We got tired. We were told to do our own thing this week for a cleanup. So, whatever. Yeah, let's go home, dude. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, I live in the same town I was born in with a man who raised me. His best friend is the man who taught me how to fight, who was also another man who raised me, taught me a lot of good morals. He's a good dude. I love animals. Animals are, it's like my happiness. I'm not afraid, or I promote peace over violence, but I do believe that there's lines that should never be crossed, and that repercussions should be taken for those lines being crossed. It could be anything, such as a man never hits a woman should never hit a man. I do believe a woman should be, in a sense, checked by a woman, because once again, no man should never hit a woman. I understand that you get frustrated, before I even go into that, no woman should ever hit a woman, and no man should ever hit another man either. But, like I said, as for things like that, repercussions are taken, or you need to settle something, and that is the manage of settlement, I do believe. Alright, dude, well, you fucked me, so let's fucking box. Call good. Whatever, dude. Anyway, if a man, I believe a man should stick by his word. Absolutely. I believe work ethic is very important. I believe it's fucked it. There's not more of it taught. You go to school and you sit there, you learn about Kevin, who buys too many watermelons. You shouldn't have to subtract these numbers. You should be taught the formula. You should be taught, obviously, go through many steps. What's with the word problems? Why not do this, then explain a way that you can put it in there? Actually explain that process and get through it all. It just doesn't make sense. This school system's fucked. It's mainly about manipulation and control. You meet a lot of good teachers, I had a really hard time going up through school. Like, not in the sense that I was bullied. I was the bully's bully. Fucking hated when fucking, you know, somebody that wasn't. I can't think of another term except for up to speed. Like, up to date. I don't know how to. Hold on, I'm gonna pause this while I think of the word. Fortunate is the word that I was thinking of. Somebody that is not as fortunate to be as cognitive or anything like that. Fucking. Or somebody that was, they're not as open. Like, just because this person's this way. I fucking hated, like, the discrimination. And I'll admit that I was influenced in other ways, and I had hate in other ways that I've had a long time of trying to get over. Such as, it's gonna sound kind of douche, and I didn't fucking hop on the bandwagon, but gay marriage, or, I never had a problem with gay marriage. I had a problem with gay men specifically. Like, it just didn't, that didn't seem okay. And I work with plenty of homosexual people, and I've accepted them over the years. And then I had a problem with black people and Mexicans and any other race unless you were white. I'm 100% white, and that's all dandy. But there's no need, and you can miss out on so much opportunity and so many beautiful people. The most beautiful person, I think, or one of the most beautiful people I've ever met was my ex-girlfriend who, y'all know what I'm saying. Her grandma couldn't speak a word of English, and I was never able to understand a word that she said. Well, I mean, she could speak English in a sense, but she couldn't understand. And anyway, I'd have my girlfriend translate whatever, But sometimes Consuelo would she'd preach to me, and when Leticia wasn't around, like, she'd speak to me in using as much English as she could. And I mean, we were able to communicate in a sense. I did learn some Spanish, and obviously over a 1.5 2-year period, you really get to know somebody, and you figure out ways and whatnot. And she said some of the most beautiful stuff. Like, she reminded me a lot of my grandma, because I wasn't able to see my grandma at that time, obviously living in Colorado. It was hard. And Leticia was abusive. Leticia got her swings in, you know what I'm saying? And I could never bring myself to hit her back. That's not how I was raised. And everybody tried talking to her. Her brothers, her uncles, her mom, her dad, her grandma especially. Like, and I mean, I'll admit my part wrong. Like, I did some shady shit. I definitely lied, deleted texts, cheated on her once. No. Well, every text, like, whatever. Physical 3 times. Sorry about trying to lie about that. I just, in your mind, sometimes you forget about other situations. And, that wasn't right. And I know she did wrong by me, but, the thing is that relationship never should have happened, in a sense. Because I cheated on another girl that was, perfect in every way. Did me right. Anyway, that was a long time ago. I definitely learned from it, in a sense. And especially now, going through all these things that I've gone through, I've learned a lot. there's a better solution than violence always. There's one thing I've learned. Violence can be necessary. I mean, somebody breaks in your house and is trying to hurt you. You need to fucking, you need to do what you have to do. Whether that's fucking biting off their ears, taking out their eyes, or whatever, fucking sticking your fingers up their nose, just pulling up as hard as you can. Like, whatever that is, do it. I mean, I've got my Louisville Slugger right there. I've had that since I was a bad boy. I've got my old baseball bats, my metal ones, but the home protector is the Louisville. It's probably hit. I don't know if I've ever hit a ball with it, but if I have, I'd say 50, 60. I can't remember. Either or. Once again, I love smoking pot. I don't necessarily drink a lot. I like to drink around good vibes. I love good vibes. If we could all just wake up, stay positive, and be good with one another, that would be fucking great. And it's not that hard to be a decent person. I've had my judgments in not liking someone, as I've admitted. But it's not necessary. Don't hate somebody, or don't hate. Just be fucking real. Don't have misguided intentions. If you know your car is only worth $750, sell it for $750 fucking dollars. Do right by those who do right by you. Don't lie. Don't steal. Don't manipulate. That'd be cool. Just always, try to stay positive. Do what you have to do to survive. Don't ruin someone else's day because you're having a bad day. Don't party if you can't handle going to work. That's all I got for now. Can't really think of anything much else to say. But I love my life. I do. There's areas of it that I need to change and I need to work harder on. But for now, I'm doing good for what I'm doing. And I'm handling what I need to handle. I'm not perfect. I'll have to continue to work on myself. I'll have to we all gotta try. For real.